this guy's supremely talented, and he's got great ability, as everyone saw. So we definitely think that he has what it takes to play at the highest level.
The thing about prodigious talent is that it comes with great expectations, and when those expectations aren't met, you are left to wonder if you were right having those expectations to begin with. Those who believed in Prithvi Shaw perhaps would know this best by now. He is still not even 25, but for someone who became a household name nearly a decade back, Prithvi Shaw has seen the highs and lows of cricket all too early. Even though he has been out of favour from the Indian team for a couple of years now, but even his domestic team has no space for him at the moment. After disappointing performances in the first two rounds of the 2024 Ranji season, Prithvi has been dropped from Mumbai Ranji squad for the third round. And the reasons given for his dropping from the state team do further harm to his already checkered past. Reports suggest the ultra-aggressive opening batter has missed multiple training sessions with the team, and along with these disciplinary issues, he has also reportedly been guilty of neglecting his fitness and also found to be overweight. Now, from being touted as the next Sachin Tendulkar to becoming a cricketer lost in oblivion, Prithvi Shaw's story is a reminder that talent means nothing if it isn't backed by discipline and focus. It also tells us that handling success is not everyone's cup of tea. But where did it all go downhill for this prodigious talent? For that, we need to rewind and start from the very beginning. In the outskirts of Mumbai in Thane, Shaw was first spotted by a local coach while playing street cricket at the age of just 3. Realizing his son's talent, Prithvi's father, Pankaj Shaw, sacrificed his own career to focus fully on his son's cricketing journey. By the time he was 10 years old, the boy from Thane joined the MIG Cricket Club in Bandra, moving 70 kilometers from Thane to be closer to his cricket academy. The first time the world took notice of this talented batter was in 2013 when, as a 14-year-old, he smashed 546 runs off just 330 balls, which included, guess what, 85 fours and 5 sixes in a Harris Shield game. Shaw's innings then became the highest score in school cricket.
Sachin, when he was 14, he played Ranji, and I'm not still over there, but that is why I don't compare with Sachin, and I will never, because he's a great man, he's honest, and I just like him.
Over the next couple of years, he would notch up records after records as he progressed from local cricket to first-class level. He equalled Tendulkar's record of scoring a century in his debut match in both the Ranji Trophy and Duleep Trophy. In September of 2017, at just 17, Shaw became the youngest player to score a century on Duleep Trophy debut, also a record previously held by Sachin Tendulkar. In 2018, he would go on to become the youngest Indian to score a century on Test debut and the second youngest Indian after Sachin Tendulkar. Soon enough, Prithvi was being hailed as the next Sachin Tendulkar, and before he knew it, the protege was in the company of the master himself, as Sachin was often spotted giving tips to his younger colleague from Mumbai. He was now so close to the master that Prithvi also had the privilege of watching the iconic 2011 World Cup final alongside Sachin's kids, a picture that remains etched in the minds of cricket fans even now. Cut to 2018, and this is the year that Prithvi Shaw becomes a global name. He led the Indian team in the Under-19 World Cup. India produced a flawless run under his leadership where not a single match was lost, and his team were crowned the Under-19 World Champions. Just when he was busy leading his team in the World Cup, The Delhi Daredevils decided to draft him in their squad. Runs, laurels, and now a bumper check of 1.2 crore for a teenager from whom life was turning into nothing short of a dream. Back home, there was a beeline to get a glimpse of the youngest sensation of Indian cricket, and everyone wanted a piece of a young Prithvi Shaw.
बहुत मेहनत किया था इसके लिए. देखा जाए तो पास्ट 2 साल से हम लोग ट्राई कर रहे थे, वर्क कर रहे थे जिस पे हमें वर्क करना चाहिए था, और ये जर्नी बहुत ही इंजॉयबल था.
But the near-perfect year for Prithvi was about to get better. As a 19-year-old, he got to experience what every person who plays cricket ever dreams of, to play for his country. The debut became even more memorable as he smashed a ton to become the youngest Indian to score a Test ton on debut.
I think this has been a terrific start for him. I think he or anybody else couldn't have asked for anything better than this kind of a start where he gets a century on debut.
But as in life, so in cricket, nothing remains permanent, especially when things are taken for granted. Shaw's expansive lifestyle was soon going to catch up with him, a year after his India debut in fact. He was first suspended for 8 months by the BCCI after his urine sample tested positive for a performance-enhancing drug, which is sometimes found in cough syrups. Shaw claimed he had accidentally consumed the substance while treating a cold. Although in subsequent years Prithvi made his debut for India in other formats as well, his returns with the bat had started to diminish, and reports of him having disciplinary issues had started to circulate in cricketing circles, now even more frequently. Expensive cars, extravagant parties, and grand award functions. It was widely reported that Prithvi was letting things beyond the cricket field take greater control of his life. It soon began to show on the field as well. Who can forget a practice game in Sydney in 2020 when the team captain Ajinkya Rahane caught Shaw faking an injury so as to avoid fielding in the middle for long periods of time. Incidents such as these further dented the confidence of the team management in Prithvi's ability to work hard and succeed at the highest level. Another well-documented instance comes from 2021 when his IPL franchise coach Ricky Ponting wanted to take him for a net session as the batter was struggling with form that season. But as Ricky Ponting would later reveal, Prithvi was least interested, turning down the Aussie legend's offer. Though his IPL franchise continued to believe in him and even retained him ahead of the 2022 mega auction, but in hindsight, looking at Prithvi's numbers, it's fair to say it was a poor move by the IPL team. In fact, things continued to go south for the troubled batter. His fitness deteriorated sharply, he was body shamed on social media and also failed the yo-yo test. By now, Prithvi had stopped making news with the bat, and it was only his misdemeanors that became the talking point. It was just last year when he got into a brawl outside a hotel with a social media influencer. As things stand right now, we are nearing the end of 2024, and the once dubbed to be the next Sachin Tendulkar doesn't find a spot even in his Ranji team. While the jury is out whether he has run out of time to stage a comeback in his cricketing career, Prithvi Shaw makes us wonder of what he could have been and where Indian cricket could have been had things gone the way everyone expected them to. You are watching On The Ball with me, Nikhil Naz. Do subscribe to Sports Today for more such content.